Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. So there was, on the Discord last night, there was, if you can believe it, discourse. But, we were basically talking about World of Horror, and, you know, funny that, we were talking about this game. And it came up, I don't remember who brought it up. Let me actually bring Discord up so that I can accurately represent the situation that happened last night. But basically we were talking, and let's see. Kiwi was like, it's a textbook Skinner box, and then Kiwi said you could write a binary tree to optimize the game, and it wouldn't even take that long. And Funky Fresh said challenge accepted. And so here we are. Funky Fresh, exclamation mark, has written a Harbinger of Doom guide. And I said, as a little joke, I will follow it for one run on the next episode. You will decide fate itself. So, here we are. I'm going to be reading the guide, and I'm going to be doing whatever the guide says. Now, of course, the thing that Funky could not possibly anticipate is that I am bad at reading guides, and so that might be, haha, very funny. So, first thing in the guide is character choice, and then it tells you what stats you should do for each character. So, we will do... You know what? Let's let a random number generator decide. How many characters do we got here on this character guide? Okay, so just bring up the calculator random number generator. That's my favorite website to do this. We will be playing... Ooh, the test. We're gonna be playing Yashiro. So, Yashiro is listed as knowledge, so I assume we're going to be power leveling knowledge, but the guide will probably tell us. So, does it say anything about backstories? I don't think it does. So we'll leave backstories off for now. Yeah. We'll leave backstories off for now. We'll just do World of Horror because it doesn't have backstory or Old God. So we'll just do... I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, it wouldn't change how the guide... I actually don't think it would. Like... Yeah, no, I think the only thing you'd have to take into account is, like, why goth egg? Like, pretty much. That's the only thing I can think of that would actually require you to change, but we'll try to keep it, like, default as much as possible. So, I guess I just consider Appiel as the default. So, in-game, we need to check the lighthouse, and then we need to basically make like a little checklist. So, total loss if no checks are made. We need to write that down. Because I don't have edit access to the thing, which is completely understandable. Okay, so, our total losses, if no checks are made, is... Oh god, it keeps oh my god, it'll dismiss World of Horror? If I... Oh, yeah, that's weird. Okay. So, it is -9 stamina. -6 reason. 3 if no Heart of Darkness. And then we have... light source, yay, memory, check, second mystery. So the total losses would be 9 stamina, 6 reason, and 5 doom. If nothing is made. So we'll keep that written down as a treat, okay? So we'll keep that written down as a treat. So now, what does it say for the town choice? So if you are a knowledge character, and you have light source, It says dog shop vending machine. And I realize why it does that. But we're just gonna follow it 1-to-1. We're gonna follow it 1-to-1 and see what happens. So knowledge character, light source, dog shop vending. It doesn't really have, that's interesting. It doesn't have specifics for every kind of character. It just basically means, like, these are the buildings that are important for, your, you know, for your character. So I assume, I mean, we might as well take prepare, but I probably won't use it. I don't think prepare is listed here, which is true and fair. But we'll keep it going, all right? We'll keep it going. So really the only thing that it specifies for a knowledge character is dog shop vending machine, and then hardware store is there by default. And I think it says, what is it? Does it specify? Oh my god. Out-of-town roads closed, no boss. Out-of-town roads closed, boss. In-town roads closed, grid. In-town roads closed. Out-of-town, no boss. Out-of-town boss. In-town, no boss. In-town boss. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. This is gonna be one of the things of all time, okay? Oh yeah, it just says Seaside Hardware Store Monument. Illegal den is never even a consideration, so that makes sense. Okay, so this is just, it doesn't really say anything about the apartment. It just lists the mysteries and what their categorization is. So, for HDF, small candle. Oh, heavy-duty flashlight. Okay. So, knowledge character, light source, heavy-duty flashlight. Okay. Alright. Oh, it even says strength character could use heavy-duty flashlight. That's very interesting. Are we calling it HDF now? Is that the what the cool kids are calling the heavy-duty bonk? Okay. Understandable. Okay, so let's sort the mysteries real quick to see what we've got going on here. I will just do the standard. Whoops. Oops. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna follow the guide's recommendation on how to handle mystery order, and we will not break from this order no matter what, because, you know, something that is most likely meant to be a guide and not like a Bible, the Bible. We are going to treat it as the Bible. And so that means that I don't have any control over what happens here, except I completely do. I am the one in control because I am the one playing the single-player video game alone. But you know what I mean, right? It's just a way to... Can I see Moriko? Oh my god, that was the teeth 3 times in a row! What do you mean? There she is, finally. Okay. Let's look at our mysteries. Hold on, I need to get that money. We have to get more money. Feel like a Hawaiian shirt is appropriate here. Okay, so we need to figure out what mysteries we got here. So, freaky feature of found footage, out of town, no boss. So, out of town, no boss. Oh god, I'm gonna need to write this down just so I can reference this. Out of town, no boss. And I'm just gonna have this on, like, the side so I can compare it. Abnormal arms, in-town boss. In-town boss. So that's ITB. Out of town, no boss. So we can just copy that again. And I know that the guide has it, but it helps for me to just be able to look at it on, like, a sticky note of what I do have and what I don't have. So, scary, spooky. Well, this is in town. What is Bulletin, actually? Bulletin is INRC? In-town... Wait. In-town roads closed? I'm confused. But we'll just put that as in-town no boss, because we're gonna skip the boss. In-town no boss. And then finally, out-of-town boss. Out-of-town boss. Alright. So we have... Okay. So, the order is... Let's see. In-town no boss. That is the first... That is the priority. As long as there's no eels. And then it's out of town, no boss. And okay, so we'll just do this one at a time. We'll just do this one at a time. Because my brain has never thought about it in these ways before. And by that I mean I have. It's just I haven't put them in, like, you know, fancy names for them. Except I absolutely have. Okay, so... In town, no boss is our first mystery that we need to do. So we will do Bulletin first, which is what I would do, probably, right? I would actually do found footage first. Let me just make sure, because IT is in town. So all of the ITs are prioritized first, as long as Eels is not there. Eels is the priority first 100% of the time. So I would actually do Freaky Feature of found footage first. But Bulletin is completely fine as well. Yeah, we'll just do it big. So, what does it really list? Okay, for weapon choice, take figurine money and use tree once. Okay. This covers both heavy-duty flashlight and small candle, so it makes... It makes sense. Ah, great. I'm just... Oh, no, hold on. We'll see if it says anything about Mind Wipe. We're buying the heavy-duty flashlight first. The HDF. HDF. Okay. So we have that one. We have light source. Okay. Oh, it even has an ending priority. Bulletin A, ending A. Gotcha. Optional bosses should be fought if combat is strong enough. Usually should be avoided. Only finish side quest if area is 1, not doomed, and 2 will be significantly beneficial. Remember that Cape will deal 5 stamina every time. Because you're going for ending B on Cape. Yeah. Health? Okay, leveling up. Health should be taken. We'll read this later. Does it say anything about... Okay, compass should only be used if you have access to the money and are not playing on a character that uses the vending machine frequently. And are not playing jury. And are under 10% doom before the first investigation. So we can make that happen.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale through some technical fault. We're trying to find the fault, and we will correct it as soon as we can and go back to Emmerdale as soon as we can. Until then, we'll play a little... I'm pleased to say we can rejoin Emmerdale.
Yo, what up? I'm back. I don't know how long it's been. What are we doing? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're following the guide, TM. Okay, so it doesn't really have much to say about events or like compass stuff. Well, it does have something to say about the compass. So we're not playing jury. We're under 10% doom before the first investigation. And we have an item that we can sell, so I think we might as well just go for the compass, right? Like, I think that's, See, we're going off the rails here. If we lose, it's no longer, Funky Fresh exclamation mark's fault, alright? It's, entirely our own. Also, I'm getting rid of Mind Wipe, because fuck Mind Wipe. I don't actually know how long the video's been going on, so I don't know if I can say that. What does it say about side location? Quest? So the area, you should only finish side quest if area is not doomed and will be significantly beneficial. I mean, we have to, because oh shit, it is doomed. Here's the thing, though. Significantly beneficial to me in this situation overrules it, because I don't want to die. I would rather not fucking perish, as it were. But, I don't know. Oh god, what did I click? Oh god, I didn't even know I clicked something. Okay, so the vibe is in shambles. We've already fucked up. Funky, I'm sorry, I failed you. But, yeah, we're just going down the, Honestly, it's a pretty good guide. I'm gonna ignore it. I'd rather take the stamina. Yeah, it's a pretty good guide. It's got it's pretty simple. It's pretty short, too. Why is the game lagging? Wait, what? Hold on, the game is lagging. Why was the game lagging? Did that come across in the... Did OBS do something weird? Did my computer do something weird? Is this Google document like a virus that's like exploding and slowly destroying my computer? Is the memory leak real? I don't know. Who knows? That was a joke, by the way. I don't think a Google document would do that. But, anyways, we'll just do a little read them later. Uh-oh. That's that. Uh-oh. What does it say about resting? When should I rest? Absolute max you can rest in one run is 3 times. If you have ward, assume the 3rd day skip. By using the rest action will receive the... Okay. We do not have ward, though, so we don't have to worry about it. Use the monument at least 4 times a run if possible. Attempt to use it to cushion rests. This is hard to give a specific use period because it requires a feel, but attempt to use it as much as physically possible without dying. Okay. I'm down. Hey, listen, fuck it, we ball. I'm 100% down with this. Yeah, we can do that. Love to see it. It's dangerous here. Your reason penalty increased. Aw, man. I know it's been doing that since the beginning of time, but also, like, yeah, sure. But, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I've been looking at buying some art supplies that I'm definitely going to use, I swear. Believe me. But, like, there's a cool art company, by this guy called Culture Hustle? And I've been looking, I don't know how effective it would be in, like, miniature painting, but I imagine it would, because it's, like, acrylic paints, water-based paints. Like, I imagine, yeah, I would imagine, like, if they're acrylic paints, as long as you prime, I imagine that'd be fine. But, I imagine it'd be fine to work with. Oh, shoot, I did not look. Does the guide have something to do with the bath? When should I rest before the lighthouse? How do I deal with branded? When should I put on the crestfallen mask? How often should I rest? When should I use the monument? When should I use prep? Koji, Aiko, Kairi, Mimi, Haru, Toshi should always prep. No other character needs to prep. Lamau. So yeah, alright. Let's see. Leveling up. Only take stat boost perks if there's a lighthouse check for that. Stat boost perks should be taken if other perks would not give an immediate significant advantage given stat. Otherwise, take attack speed, damage, major boosters. Gotcha. Okay, so our next mystery... What's the priority going here? So we've done in-town no boss. So we have out-of-town boss, out-of-town no boss, out-of-town no boss, in-town boss. So I'm assuming out-of-town no boss is next. In-town no boss. Out-of-town roads closed no boss. In-town's roads closed. Wait, out-of-town roads closed boss, except for flood. In-town no boss. Out-of-town no boss. Okay, it's out-of-town no boss is next. So that would be you. Freaky feature of found footage. In-town bosses. The absolute last thing that we do. Interesting. So that means we're doing abnormal arms last. This is a safe location, and yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a safe location. I'm a safe location enjoyer. Now, for stats, let's see what we got here. Let's go back down to leveling up. I'm still getting used to this, so I'm looking for it. Where does it say level up again? Oh no, I'm cringe. Okay, here we go. Health should be taken when under 5.5. We are not at under 5.5, and you are not at the lighthouse. Attack speed perks should be prioritized. Stat boost perks should be taken if other perks would not give an immediate significant advantage. Only take stat boost perks if there's a lighthouse check for that given stat. Otherwise, take attack speed damage major boosters. So none of these really give a significant advantage, so I think I'm just gonna take my stats, right? Like, I'm just gonna take knowledge, because that contributes to the light source. Or not the light source, sorry, the knowledge check at the lighthouse. Because I do have it down as -9 stamina, so that's pretty important. This doesn't provide anything for the lighthouse, this doesn't provide anything for the lighthouse, and it's not a major boost, so I would not describe my weird collection as a major boost, so that's how I'm going to interpret that. Alright, combat, let's go. Combat should be run if the kill has less than a 40% chance of occurring, and if the total damage incurred will be either over the amount of run doom or the cost to rest. Okay. Throwing should be used carefully, prioritizing bosses you cannot run from. No other combat actions are usually needed. Combat pattern should be throw, block, boost, hit, kill. Remember to improv when encountering Dull Nurse and Burning Man to get extra throwing weapons. Okay. I think that's pretty fair. So, we're not having a good time here. We're absolutely not having a good time here. I think, because here's the thing, it's gonna take us like 3 to 4 turns to kill this guy, right? Like, it's not great here. And that's gonna be, you know, like 2, 4, 6 reasons, so I think that's a run. I do think that's a run. Because 40 power, 2 reason, 24 health, we can do, like, reliably, I would say 8 per turn. So, it's not, like, fantastic, because it would have to be 3 turns of just attacking, and there's a little bit of luck involved there, so I guess we are gonna escape and just call that there. It's very interesting, the game that we're playing here, because normally I don't think about this stuff, I just do it. And sometimes I make the correct play, and sometimes I make the wrong play, but normally I'm just playing by, like, instinct, you know? I don't remember, is this knowledge? Yes, it is. Okay. This is perception. Is this knowledge or is this luck? I never remember. We'll probably just ignore it, because I don't want to take, like, an increased damage penalty, because we're probably gonna fail. So, second enemy, by the way, but it doesn't really matter. It's just second mystery here, which is a freaky feature of found footage. Also, roads closed didn't happen. No, it didn't, so I don't have to keep that into consideration. God, we're gonna go down to 7 faith if I get hit by this guy once? Oh my god. I can't even do, like, 85-85. Oh, no, I can. I can do 85-85. Okay, hold on. Block, and then 75? Oh, barely. Okay. So we can do, if we hit this... Alright, we'll go for it. We'll go for it, because we just took 2. We can do 85-85. That's, like, decent. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But yeah, this is honestly, if you're new to World of Horror and you're having trouble, this is honestly like a pretty good guide. Although it is designed for Harbinger of Doom, so you can get away. Like, listen, if you're playing on an easier difficulty of World of Horror, you can get away with so much bullshit, right? Like, you can get away with a lot. This literally doesn't mean anything. I don't care. Like, you can get away with a lot on any difficulty that's not Harbinger of Doom. So that's why this guide is, like, so, I guess, short, is it's like, there's only so many things you need to consider on Harbinger of Doom. It's one of the reasons why I find some of the boss mechanics in Extremes and Savages to be easier than the boss mechanics in the normal fights, because there's way more room for error in the normal fights. So, like, there's more spaces that you can stand, there's more areas you can be in. It's not as tightly controlled as, like, a Savage. So, if you're playing a Savage, it's like, there's only, like, 2 or 3 spots you can stand that'll be safe. And if it's a mechanic that everybody has to do, there's probably only 2 spots to stand, and your goal will be finding out which spot is safe. I feel like this is a runaway, because we can't defeat this guy, right? Combat should be run. Kill has less than a 40% chance to occur, and if the total damage incurred will either be over the amount of run doom or the cost to rest. Because, like, I mean, I guess it would be 3% to heal, but, like, we have to do 12? What kind of spells do we have? Not combat spells, that's for sure. I think it would be more to like, properly heal from. I mean, we are, like... Because that's, like, we take him down... Like, we're still taking, like, way too much damage. So I guess we do run again. Getting Yashiro was, like, the worst test for the guide, probably. Because Yashiro is, like, one of the more difficult Scrimblow characters. So it's, like... Yes, but actually no. So we do need to use the monument more, right? Like, that's something that, you know, honestly, I try to use the monument as little as possible, but maybe that's, like, where our metas are different. Like, I should be using the monument as many times as possible, and then just running from combat if it's too hard. I think that's actually very interesting. So let's go back to the monument if we can. Although we're still gonna follow the guide, because I said, fate is in your control, Funky. So, it does take me a second to translate this. Okay, so, we've done out-of-town no boss. So now we do out-of-town boss or in-town boss, or out-of-town no boss. So we would do, out-of-town boss should be taken as 3rd or 4th mystery unless there is no in-town boss, in which case it can be taken 4th or 5th. So the in-town boss would be Abnormal Arms, so we'll do that last. But the problem here is that we're not going to have monument access for very long, or for a while, so... Does it have a special carve-out for Abnormal Arms? Because I feel like Abnormal Arms is, like, a little bit easier. But, yeah, we'll just go... Like, obviously, a static guide is not going to... Like, the gimmick and joke of this video is that we are following a static guide that cannot change based on the current situation to our death. Right? Like, this is a general guideline on, like, how to play. And obviously, like, there's a lot of this game that, like, oh, RNG happened, so now do this thing because it's the move that you'd want to do. Like, I would probably want to do this, like, 4th or 3rd, just so that we can spam the monument a little bit, but we'll go. So we'll do School Scissors, Wordless Ward, and then Abnormal Arms. That's what we'll do. Because I believe, if I'm reading it correctly, that would be the priority. But yeah, getting Yashiro as the random roll was super unlucky because like I'm like 99% sure that if you were playing like Moriko Aiko or something, then this would just like work 100% of the time. So we should fight here. Hold on. Throw this. And then block. And then do a little... That would do 12? Hold on. That's not good enough. I don't want to do that. But I also don't want to take 8 million damage here, so we'll go ahead and brace. And then we will just do a 70 and 80. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We just lose the game. Oh, haha, very funny. I was hoping that she wouldn't do that, to be honest. Can I throw the bronze crucifix? I can. Let's go. Bronze crucifix clutch. Now, of course, 70% chance. I've played enough XCOM games to be scared of that. To genuinely fear that. Nice. Hate this guy. Absolutely hate this guy. We just hope to kill him in 2 turns, yeah? Nice. Missed the attack, by the way. So this will kill him, because each of these are doing 7 damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think that just lost us the game. That's insanely bad luck that we got 6% doom there. Honestly, with this more like running monument spam meta, like I think stealth could be more valuable, but go ahead and take it like that so that we can pass the lighthouse more easily. Let's actually try to succeed. I mean, you know, we rolled an 8, but that wasn't good enough. 8 dexterity be like. But, yeah, that's okay. I don't think it has any specific carve-outs for the Outer Worlds. Like, going to the Outlands. Honestly, I would like to go, though. Because what if we got Frostbite? That'd be great. This is slightly less great, but, I don't know, we can do this. That's fun. That is pretty fun. I like that a lot. No, I want minus doom. You love to see that. They'll stay out of your business for now. Jesse, we gotta paint minifigs. We gotta paint Warhammer models, Jesse. They just came out with the Age of Sigmar Battle Forces for Christmas, Jesse. I want the ghost one with Lady Oleander. I do want that one. It's Look Who It Is. So we got that bow. We're bowing. We're clapping. We're bowing again. We're bowing again. We're clapping. It's a bow, clap, bow, bow, clap world. I'm never remembering that. Are you crazy? That's insane. Oh, contaminated water. Haha, very funny. Very funny joke. Okay, so, wordless ward it is. So, I think there is a specific carve-out for wordless ward right here. When, should I rest? Assume the 3rd day skip doom by using the rest action after receiving the package. It's kind of hard to read because it's like the blue on white. But, yeah, alright, that's fine. Oh my god, it's Look Who It Is. We take 3. I mean, we're gonna rest, right? Did we get fetid fumes? We did not. Yeah, that's fine, actually. I hate it, but that's fine. Because, yes, it does exceed the amount... We're going off the guide here a little bit, but I think it's fine. And maybe going off the guide will immediately get me fucking killed. I'm not having a good time here, am I? Okay, hold on. Beautiful. Alright, it worked out. Look at that. It's look who it is. We're never making the charisma check ever. Like, it's literally impossible. So, we're not gonna take leadership. I will take my weird collection. And then, does it say under 5-5 or 5-5? Let me see. Should be taken when under 5-5 and not in the lighthouse. So, fuck it, we ball. Are we gonna level up 2 more times? No, which is kind of sad. So here is a recommendation I'd give for Yashiro specifically, is that if you're playing Yashiro, and it's going to be impossible for you to meet that stat threshold for the lighthouse, because you're literally never gonna get the EXP for it, you should probably just heal. But we'll see, Maybe I'm wrong. But that's just what I would say off the top of my head. But we're following the guide, so... We also have fucking flesh regrowth, so who cares? Yes, actually. Because we just have this. Now, admittedly, that is 1% doom every time we cast it. And minus max stamina. And we actually do have exposed ribs, so this is more dangerous than you think it is. But, you know, it is what it is. Love to see this. We're never reaching the charisma threshold ever, so... This is completely fine. Can we block and, like, do something nice here? No. So we're just gonna eat it, which is very sad, but that's okay. Because we will immediately heal after this, so... should we hold out for black hair? We could... we don't have the whatchamacallit, so no, we're not going to. Now, I think... This is a run moment? Hold on, how's our accuracy? I don't hate these odds. I actually do, because our our max stamina would be absolutely in remiss, so we're absolutely running. Fuck that. Oh my god, oh my god! Weird collection! I'm glad I didn't use that immediately. So here's the thing, with the... Like, if I spam the monument, it's not gonna be that bad, right? Like, if I just use the monument as much as possible, it's not gonna... And we should get to the end first. We really should. Oh, fuck, if I fail the dexterity check, I can't do this. If I fail this, then we lose the game, so do that. Just do that, make the perception check, who cares? This is a dexterity check and reason, so we can do that. But yeah, just get me to the end first, and then we can spam the monument. What does the photograph do? Look at this graph. World of Horror Wiki, is that old memories? I think that's old memories. Old... Memories? No, it's not called Old Memories. It's called My Memories. My Memories. Look at this graph. Okay, we should probably take the photograph then. You grab the rosary, you'll need it. What does the rosary do? Gives 3 faith and 1 reason. That is actually not that bad, but we'll take the graph. You'll save this city for her. Let's go. Now, I'd really like some doom reduction, just randomly, but you know, not a fan of this, but we actually can't run away or we would die. So, nice, nice. Kermit, you piece! But, anyways, we're vibing. Fuck it, we ball. This would win us the game, but fuck it, we ball, you know? You have to take it. When you can, you have to take it. This is a safe location, theoretically. Nice. Cool. Based. Okay, so here's what we're gonna want to do. We're gonna go to the tree. One more doll. One more doll here. Plus 2 stamina. Hey, look. Nice. Go to the monument. You want money? You can have money. What do you want now? 2 money? Beautiful. Absolutely great. So I think we've used the monument a minimum of 4 times. But we could try to use it one more time. Theoretically, we could do this. So we've used this. So we have 15. Go down to 12. That's from the exposed ribs, I'm pretty sure. Go down to 9. Go down to 7. So this would take us down to 5. Are exposed ribs major injury? Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Do we want to try to get a brick? Panstash changed the brick algorithm to where it has a higher chance of giving you a brick if you don't have one already. I could do it once, yeah? That's fine, actually. I'm okay with that. I'm generally okay with that. Now, of course, this is like you just lose the game. There's nothing that anybody can do about this. Like, if you get Apartment Stalker before a stamina boss, you just lose the game. That's fine, you know? There's nothing that anybody can do about that. So 40% chance, and then what? We can do like 6 damage? It's not happening. It's absolutely not happening. It's a shame that it happened that way, but... Do I want to try to lose sanity here? I mean, we need at least 3. No, we gotta keep our stats. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do it like that. You gotta do it like that. There's no way. There's no shot you could do it any other way. Because this guy's gonna do 4. And actually, now that I realize that, we are fucking dead. Absolutely. There's no shot. Well, actually, hold on. There's a potential shot. Oh my god, we are not fast enough to do a heavy attack here? Okay. I have an idea. And it's that. So that we can do an all-out attack here. And we just have to get lucky. Why is the game lagging? I've never had the game drop frames before, but it's been dropping tons of frames over the course of this. Now, my weird collection could have clutched and been absolutely insane and gave us the idol or whatever, and then we would have been able to win the game. But that's actually very interesting, you know. I'm down with that for the most part. So we're gonna take -3, but so -3, -3. That's it. We're taking -3, -3. All good. All is good in the world. Although we don't have any allies, so I mean we don't have any allies. So now we're just taking minus whatchamacallit. That is actually interesting. I didn't think about it on your own. Actually, hold on. What does the guide say about this? Health should be taken when under 5/5 if you are not at the lighthouse. It doesn't say anything about being at the lighthouse, does it? Or is that at the bottom? If the checks would kill you, when should I rest before the lighthouse? If the checks would kill you. Well, the checks won't kill me anymore, so. Very cool. Now, we are gonna doom out. But that's okay. Honestly, that was pretty good. That was pretty cool. The Yashiro drip that you only get to see once every blue moon. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, that's enough of that. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Pretty cool, actually, yeah. I'm down with that, yeah. Honestly, pretty good guide. Pretty good guide. It's not the guide's fault that we got, like, literally some of the worst abnormal arms RNG I could even comprehend. Outside of that, it did pretty well. It was Freaky Feature, because we did Bulletin first. Neat. Really neat. And a tasty treat. I forgot it said that. I forgot it said a tasty treat. Oh, you know, devouring the planet Earth and all 7 billion humans on it as a treat. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. A lot of this was me being AFK, so don't worry about that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on the next episode of World of Horror. That was really interesting. I'll be real with you. Also, I just realized that this recording is 30 minutes, and I think the other recording is like 10, so maybe not a lot of it is being AFK. I have no idea. But yeah, no, it was really interesting. I liked following the guide. I forgot to talk about what I meant to. You can't really, talk about stuff when you're also trying to talk about a guide that you're following and your thoughts on the guide, which I probably didn't do very well, honestly. But if you're interested in trying the Funky's Harbinger of Doom guide, you can check it out in the Discord in the link below. But yeah, there's this guy who runs a art supply company called Culture Hustle, and I've been thinking about using them for like miniatures because there's a lot of good colors that the guy's got, and honestly, there's a lot of like weird stuff behind it because how do I put it? I think it started because someone, like an artist, worked with a science team to create like the most like black material, right? Like, and then they copyrighted it, so no other artist could use that material. And so the Culture Hustle store, they have the Black 3.0, which is sort of their response to that of like, hey, this guy made a material, made a color, and then what he did was he copyrighted it, so nobody else can use it. Only he can, and if any artist wants to use it, they have to seek his permission to use it. So they made this paint, Black 3.0, that is literally just like, hey, you can use something that is an equivalent to it for, like, we're selling it, which is obviously how they make their money. But they do that a lot, right? Like, there's like some sort of blue paint that I just saw on their website, like Tiffany Blue or something, and it's like Tiffany, the company, copyrighted the shade of blue, and nobody can use it unless they pay either Tiffany & Co. or Pantone, which fuck Pantone. All my homies hate Pantone. But they've created, like, a match to that color with the same, like, consistency and matte finish. So you can just buy that blue from them, and you don't have to ask Tiffany or Pantone for permission or pay them for it, which is really cool. And so there's a lot of neat stuff they've got going on. They're selling an orange paint for Halloween right now. I think I'm gonna get that. It's very, like, lots of vibrant, very vibrant colors they're very cool. Like, I think I'm gonna get some of their stuff. But the reason why I'm kind of bringing it up is, and I posted this picture on the Discord, but they have a beige paint set, which I described as a Caucasian paint set, which you could definitely use it for Caucasian skin. But they have like a beige paint set, and it's called Karen. And I absolutely love that. Like, listen, Games Workshop could make some, like, ridiculous paint names, like Lead Belcher, like Moot Green or whatever. What is it? Like, Druchii Violet. Like, fantasy names for their paints, and then not include the pigments. But I absolutely love this sort of, like, joke naming scheme this guy's got, because it's like, your Caucasian, flesh tone. This is terrible. 0 stars. Manager. Live, laugh, love. And he scents the paints too. So apparently they're pumpkin spice latte scented, which is the funniest shit. I love that so much. Imagine having like Warhammer minis that smell like pumpkin spice latte because you used like this is terrible. That's the paint name. Right, that's the paint name. Like, you use This Is Terrible or Live, Laugh, Love to paint their skin. And they just smell like pumpkin spice lattes. That'd be crazy. That'd be hilarious, actually. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror. And, good guide. We almost won, and I'm pretty sure I followed it most of the time. But I might have messed up the mystery order. I'm still not entirely sure about that. I'm not used to reading mysteries as that, like, on a document. I just kind of do it in my head, like, whatchamacallit. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name has been Webweaver. I've already said this, so just goodbye. I'm ending the video now.